Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a foundation routine. I asked you on my Facebook and Instagram which one would you like me to do. I asked here in this post where I was asking whether you want me to do a drugstore foundation routine or a high-end foundation routine. So most of you actually asked me to do a drugstore foundation routine, and especially with Maybelline. Maybe because in the picture it was there, but that was just for reference. Anyways, so we'll be doing a foundation routine today using a drugstore foundation. I'll be using all the drugstore products except maybe my skincare because I don't have anything right now from a drugstore brand. So you can actually just change accordingly, and especially we are going to be covering oily skin with sweating problem and all that good stuff. So if you are interested, keep on watching. So I have already prepped my skin with the MAtte Brightful C moisture cream, and I have applied a primer as well, which is again from MAC. It's the MAC Moisture Infusion Serum. The reason why I use these two things because I have dry skin, but for people who have oily skin needs to go with something more oil controlling. So for a drugstore thing, I think this one from Neutrogena, it's their Fine Fairness Moisturiser, and it has SPF as well, which is good. So you can maybe go with something like that. It doesn't make your face feel greasy or oily or anything, and that's why I don't use it because it doesn't go really well with my skin. As far as the moisturizer is concerned, you have to prep your skin no matter what your skin type is. Just go with something which is really lightweight and controls oil on your skin and you're good to go. And when it comes to primer, you can maybe just skip it for the days when you don't want your makeup to last longer, or if you have pretty good skin, like you just have oiliness and you don't have pores or something like that. For people who have pores and stuff like that, can go with a primer as well, which actually minimize the appearance of the pores, so that when you put foundation on top, it glides on better. I think Lakme has something like that. I don't go by the claim because I haven't tried it yet, but if you have tried it, just let me know in the comment box below, or if you want me to try it, just let me know and I'll do that. So now let's begin with the foundation tutorial. So we'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me MAtte+Poreless foundation, and I'll be using my Real Technique Expert face brush to apply that onto my skin. I am taking the foundation onto the back of my hand. Since it doesn't come with the pump, it is a little tricky to take this foundation. So I have taken it and I am using my expert face brush to apply that onto my skin. I am just pressing and sliding my foundation onto the skin, and I'm not putting any foundation under my eyes because we're gonna go with the concealer there. People who were asking me how to go and build a full coverage with the foundation, that's the trick. You just need to press and slide your foundation, and it will deposit more product onto your skin, giving you that full coverage. This foundation is really very light onto the skin. It doesn't feel too heavy, and since I have applied it with my regular skincare, it doesn't make me feel dry and flaky as well, which is actually good. And I like to cover my face in steps. So I cover one part first, and then I move on to the other, and then the rest. That way I ensure that I have foundation all over my face, and it blends better. So the leftover I'm going to put onto my forehead, and the jawline, and whatever is left you can just put onto your neck. This color is little bit darker than my skin, not darker, it's a little pinkier than my skin tone, but it's okay, we can actually manage it by putting on some face powder. And the shade I'm using is 230. Blend the foundation into your hairline as well for a natural looking appearance. Moving on to the concealer, we'll be using Elegant Pro Concealer, and I have the shade Pure Beige. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit onto the back of my hand, and I'm gonna be using it as a palette for me, and I'm just gonna draw a little bit under my eyes, and I'm putting in the corner as well because we tend to go dark there as well. And I'm going to be using a brush from the brand Claire, and it is a dual brush. Basically it is for the eye to blend out the smoky eyes or stuff like that, but I'm more comfortable using it as a concealer buffing out brush because this is so dense. So I just like to press and blend the shit out of this concealer. I'm gonna be putting a little bit of my concealer just around my mouth. Here where I can see a little dark shadow, and a little bit here, and bit around my nose where it tends to go red, and I'm gonna pop these onto my pimples as well. And the same thing, I'm gonna just blend out using the same brush, and I'm just putting little bit whatever is left under my eyes for that extra coverage. I'm using Lakme 925 Flawless Matte Complexion Compact, and the shade is Melon Matte, and I'm using the Real Technique blush brush just to set the foundation and concealer, and I'm using very less amount because I don't want to make my skin look too powdery. And that's done. Our skin is pretty much done. I'm just gonna put a little bit of contour and a blush and a highlight obviously, and we'll be done officially with our face. So yeah, this is the finished look. I just did a little bit of makeup off camera, and I'll leave the details of the product I used in the comment box below in case you are interested. And yeah, before I leave, I just want to give you a little bit of brief when it comes to choosing a foundation for oily skin. So you need to look for a good moisturizer which is gonna control oil on your skin, and you can go with a primer as well which actually controls oil, or if you have pore or something like that, so you can go with a primer as well. And the third step comes to the foundation and concealer. Go with whatever sits to a matte finish and lasts for a good time. I think this one is a really good one. And the fourth and the final step is a powder. You need to set your foundation with a powder, otherwise it's gonna move around throughout the day and it's not gonna last longer. So you have to go with the powder as well, and that's gonna complete your face. So before I sign out, I just want you to know that I have a small giveaway going on my Instagram page, so you can go ahead and participate in that. I'm gonna leave link somewhere here or there, and you can definitely just stalk me over because I have few giveaways lined up for you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope it was a helpful video for you, and if not, at least you enjoyed watching my videos. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, or maybe leave a comment down below saying what you like, what you didn't, what I can improve on, or whatever. You can stalk me on my Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. I'll just leave all the links down below, so make sure you check those out as well, and I'll see you really very soon in my next video. Till then, stay bronze and keep on blushing.